as a freelance journalist, my work has been speaking for itself. I've been recognized by the African Green Revolution Forum, which is a combination of civil society organizations in Africa who are involved in green revolution, issues around energy, issues around the use of organic and inorganic fertilizers, issues around smart technologies and so forth. Because of that, in September of 2014, I was invited to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, from September 1 to 4 of 2014 for the African Green Revolution Forum. And I did excellent work. My work is recorded on the site of the African Green Revolution Forum, whose chairperson currently is Strive Masiwa, who is the chairperson of Econet Wireless Limited. And apart from that, I've also been invited by the International AIDS Society to cover the international conference in Durban, South Africa, the International AIDS Conference in Durban, South Africa. I'm also going in France, if funds permit, to Paris for the 9th HIV Science Conference in Paris from maybe July 21 to 26. So, apart from that, I'm also a member of the ecosystem-based adaptation adaptation for food societies in Africa, EBAFOSA, which is an organization, an international and African organization, which is involved in promoting the use of organic food, probably to guard against some diseases which are on the rise, like diabetes, cancer, and so forth. I'm also a member of the African Climate Resilience Infrastructure Summit, ACRIS, which has also been in Nairobi, Kenya. I was there in Nairobi, Kenya in 2016 for the ACRIS. So my work is recognized internationally because I've tried my level best to be professional. As freelance journalists, we also at times look for work on part-time basis with within civil society, within private companies. And in those areas also, there's lack of respect for freelance journalists. I can tell you a case in point which happened between me and Transparency International Zimbabwe. I started, I negotiated for work with the director of Transparency International Zimbabwe in February of 2015. And I came in, they said the director was very clear with me initially that the work that I was going to do was on voluntary basis because there was no funding for paying for communications consultant. So I got in there, worked for Transparency International Zimbabwe, free, because I've got a passion for the work. And I did quite a number of good works because at that time they had a website which I could on a daily basis contribute stories. But unfortunately, towards towards the middle of the year in 2015, the website crashed and they had to do another one. When they did another one, I continued with my work on voluntary basis until the management decided to pay me for the work I was doing, and they agreed to pay for maybe $50 per article, or maybe for press releases that I would do and send to newspapers, I would be paid maybe still $50 per each article. So one of the days, in the course of doing my work, I pointed out some errors which were written in a press release, which was done with other organizations like that one, Progressive Teachers Union of Zimbabwe, Crisis in Zimbabwe Coalition, and so forth. So when they had done it without my involvement, I pointed out certain errors within that piece of work. And I think the author, it could have been the director of the Organization of Transparency International Zimbabwe, did not take my correction lightly and said it was a weekend, because I felt that their work was not up to standard. I could no longer come to work just like that. It was a weekend. She sent a WhatsApp message, but I said no. You stand for transparency. You are firing me over a weekend, over a story, over a correction that is in line with my work. And because of that, it seems that you are not standing for what you purport to. You say Transparency International Zimbabwe is an organization that stands for transparency, that stands for honesty, that stands for everything, but you've got a lot of skeletons in your cupboard. Now that you have mistreated me, I will expose you, your shenanigans, to the world. And I outlined the shenanigans. On 28th, first I outlined the shenanigans on 28th of March 2017, 28th of February 2017. I wrote to the director and the program officers about the corrupt activities that they were doing on 28th February, but they could not answer it. They waited. I waited for 7 days until 7th of March 2017 and asked, guys, do you have anything to say concerning the allegations that I outlined to you? And one of them, officers, Frank Mpalto, said they had nothing to say and I had to go ahead. I told the director that this was the agreement. Those that I implicated in the allegations, they had nothing to say. And should I go ahead? And the director said, at that juncture, she could neither tell me to go ahead or to stop. I did the article. The board chairman, Mr. Lofty Dube, cried foul after the article to say probably because I had exposed them, I was a member of the Central Intelligence Organization, CIO. And I said, no. How does me being a member of the CIO come in after I've exposed some of the shenanigans, corrupt activities that you are doing? And that's how and they threatened. And one of the people that I had written about in the article, Mr. Benny Mahaka, promised to take me to court. And I said, no, it's up to you. So that's where the story is, up to now.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.